air, water, earth, fire. Only the Avatar, master of all elements, can maintain balance between the four nations. But after the death of Avatar Kuruk, our heroes find themselves in a world without one.
It's fine. We're live now, and Morgan, you can go ahead and DM the session.
I have very little prepared for this session, mostly because there's still lots of stuff that I had prepared beforehand. That you guys just sort of haven't like. There's like areas that you guys have been to but didn't really like explore massively, and there's characters that you sort of like ignored as well, who were around.
Oh, like who? I feel like we're leaving someone out.
Maybe.
I literally tried to talk to every single fucking NPC there to get someone to help.
Bless you. I've created a little like, because I didn't really have a map for the actual university like campus, so I've now got a classroom and a hallway like, so it looks like I've done more when really I just stole some assets. Whereas the Union of the Red Dawn Church was like, you know, I fucking mapped so much for that. And we were there for one session. We were there for one session. So, just, this is my fucking life.
Great.
I mean, hey, at least we went there. Like, could have not gone there.
You did go there.
It would have been even worse.
I love that Morgan missed out on like the cool Red Dawn Church one and ended up at the Build-A-Bear one instead. I was like,
missed out on the best session ever.
Oh, that yeah.
I always miss the good ones.
You missed the great ones. I think the Build-A-Bear one was pretty peak, forcing you guys to do a shift at Build-A-Bear.
I've still got the cough.
I'm still traumatized.
Yeah.
I don't think I found my niche working there.
Yeah, I think you did.
So who wants to do the recap?
Are we in? Are we live? Are we on?
We are,
He
yeah.
said this like 2 minutes ago.
Did he? Fuck.
Yeah. Wow.
Hi guys. This is like my biggest fear, that like I won't realize and I'll just say something extremely wildly inappropriate and just, you know, like what we were talking about earlier with the whole prison thing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, hi guys, welcome back to the Avatar, the Return of the Lost Avatar stream. That's the title, right? That's what this is called. Right. I think that's right. Anyway, last session, you guys engaged in a fun festival. But first of all, Sora kind of died a bit. Not properly, but like she got attacked by a mysterious figure clad in the garb of the Airbender. She would have been almost certainly killed if Taka had not woken from his slumber and saved her by being awake. That was apparently all it took. Anyway, Sora was incapacitated and thus was unable to enjoy the festivities at the festival, where you guys all got to go around the hooker duck and go around and you got to go to this like cool tent where you could get like little food. There was like a candy floss with loads of different flavors of candy floss, and you got to meet pretty much all the NPCs that had appeared in the game. Some of which probably had slightly different voices because I couldn't remember what voices I'd given half of them. But yeah, you met with Haruki, who told you that they told you that Blake was out and about in Ba Sing Se as well, and that she was there on her own business. You met the serial killer father, who was out shopping with his daughter. You met with the young priest from the Red Dawn. You met with so that was Brother Lucas was his name. You also met pretty much everyone else who's ever existed, who isn't in prison at the moment. At that point, you guys went on a cool ass Ferris wheel, and it was around the time you got to the top of the Ferris wheel. Taka, you noticed across the road, across the very fairground itself, a familiar-looking young boy approach. You saw the boy raise his hand into the air and felt the very earth tremble as the ground split and the Ferris wheel creaked and began to collapse. That then resulted in fire, mayhem, people burning, screaming, and just a lot of hijinks.
Taka managed to save 2 people as well that he met that day.
Taka managed to save 2 very important NPCs. And during all of this, Quiyue was doing was working very hard to kind of try and damage control everything and try and fix the issue from the ground. But things were not going that well. As it turned out, Haruki was about ready to help you guys, but caught sight of something which caused her to give chase. Without any warning, she ran away from the fair. Disappeared. Eventually, a man emerged, one that I don't think any of you have met before. He raised a hand into the air, and it appeared that the fires died down, and it almost seemed like the Ferris wheel itself corrected itself. He then disappeared. You were left confused, disorientated, in some cases a little bit traumatized. And other than that, the fair was a pretty big success. Like, it seemed quite enjoyable, everyone had a good time, outside of the people that nearly burnt to death. And you returned to the Turtle Duck dorm, where you all went to bed. And I believe, was it Malcolm stayed up to...
Me and Malcolm,
watch.
yeah.
Yeah. So Kova and Malcolm stayed up to keep watch. So we'll cut back to the Turtle Duck dorm.
And that is very zoomed in.
And guys, like over here.
Cool.
There we go. Let me just get the whatever music that I have for this one. I'm so organized, you guys. Oh no, it's like nighttime anyway, so we'll get my generic nighttime noise going. Hope you guys love cicadas.
Oh my god, we're all smoking fuck.
Kova, during the night, you can hear the rhythmical sound of Taka's snoring echoing through the chamber.
Lovely.
Malcolm is sort of like perched and he's pacing up and down, keeping an eye on things.
Should probably move over here, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Okay.
You hear the occasional sound of footsteps passing by and assume it's probably just other students going by. I would like you to roll something for me now, just to see if you manage to stay awake during this entire sort of night. I'm probably going to go with a...
You can roll with focus. I think that's appropriate.
Yeah, focus, like, just keeping yourself awake during the night.
Yep.
So if you can roll that for me, please. So, for the most part, you're doing quite good, and but you can feel like your eyes getting a bit heavy. You've had a pretty tough day, and like, even with the sound of Taka snoring, like you are trying to you can feel your body and the fatigue setting in. For a moment, you just feel your eyes slowly just closing ever so slightly until you feel a sharp peck on your hand, and you wake to see Malcolm like latched on to your hand, bringing you back and waking you back up. He like looks at you and he's like, you think he might be speaking to you, you're not certain. But yes, during the night, you managed to stay awake. Are you staying awake all night to keep watch?
Yeah.
Not doing it in shifts.
Yeah.
You will take a point of fatigue.
Yeah, I figured.
For staying up all night. But as the morning slowly comes, you as the sun slowly rises, you sort of breathe out slight relief as no one has come for you.
Hey.
That's not the music I had.
Yeah, I was gonna let Laoban take over because I think Shannon, you said about Laoban taking over halfway through, but
Oh yeah.
Kova's gonna be like, well, she went for a bit of trauma on the Ferris wheel, so we'll let you sleep all the way through the night.
There it goes. Morning rises. You all sort of wake, feeling a little sleepy and a little sore in a few cases. Sora, as you awake, you feel a kind of stiffness and a slight tingling in the end of your fingers, and a little disorientating. You're not really certain what's happened. As far as you're aware, everyone went to bed sort of in pretty much the same beds last time, so you don't really realize at first that a long time has passed. But everyone looks a lot more haggard than you'd have expected.
Do we realize like Sora's actually woken up?
I think Taka's still asleep. He's a deep sleeper.
So
Depends
I'm gonna
how-
wake up and feel a bit shit, but not actually realize that any time has passed. Other than
Yeah.
I kind of
She's
look over and I'm
literally
like,
lost a day.
I look over and see
I've
that
been there.
Sora's like moving and just like sleepily shout like, "Oh shit, you're alive!" And hopefully that kind of wakes other people up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kara like sits up, bolt upright. What's happened?
Sora, she
Neo enters
looks
that,
alive.
Well,
I'm gonna go over
I mean, I
and,
just slept. I feel a bit groggy, but
Does this make Sora a
alive.
zombie?
Oh shit.
what's a zombie?
Do you feel any? Are you feeling any like nausea? Are you feeling any?
Feeling all the things.
Oh.
Headache, nauseated. I feel all
You-
tingly and weird.
Oh.
Must have slept really rough.
I get like that sometimes, but that's for different reasons. We could maybe send you to the infirmary if you needed to. Do you need to get checked up?
No, I'm good. Ready for the day.
Are you sure you've been dead a whole day?
Yeah, you missed out on a lot yesterday.
Taka, for the
You
last
really
time.
did.
We went to the
Sora
festival.
Didn't die.
Wait, what are you
Stop
talking
saying
about?
she died.
No, she was definitely dead.
Wait, I didn't die.
You-
Well,
you-
no, you didn't die. We checked. You were very much alive, but you were a little incapacitated.
I mean, I know I'm a heavy sleeper, but
Taka said that something happened in the night, and when we all woke up, you had a really bad fever and somewhat, hence why there's a flannel on your forehead. But yeah, no, you were not good yesterday.
oh wait, how long have I been asleep for?
Just over a day and a half.
You missed the whole festival. It was great.
What
Yeah.
festival?
Oh, it was nothing. Too
Tara worked really hard on it. It was a
It
very
was-
good festival.
It was.
Without the fire burning Ferris wheel. But
Wait,
other
wait,
than
wait.
that, it
So
was
I was
great.
dying and you guys went to a fair?
We left Perry to look after you. It's fine.
Oh, you left.
I
the platform
thought about you
so
the
that-
entire time.
Zhao was here to look after you
Did
as
you
well.
at
He would have
least
swooped
win
by.
me something from the fair?
Perry walks over and like jumps onto your bed. And
I'm
then
gonna
he
hand
starts-
Sora the candy floss I had.
Which flavor?
I went with the vinegar flavor.
Vinegar
Oh,
flavor, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he hands you some candy floss. So it looks particularly tasty, but as soon as you bring it up to near your nose, you just get a very heavy waft of vinegar.
Yeah, I think I'll leave that for later.
Perry leans over and like chomps it out of your hand.
That's probably
Speaking
not
of the
very good
food,
for you.
Kova's stomach is going to be a bit sensitive this morning. Due to the fact that 1, he stayed up all night, and 2, he ate whatever the hell that kebab was. The fish
Oh,
kebab.
You really
Yeah.
shouldn't. You really shouldn't have eaten from that stand. We let that man in because he's kind of a veteran in this area. But yes, his wares are less than desirable.
Yeah.
Very cheap though, very very good value.
Mhm.
But just
Bad.
yeah, if you do have a stomach upset, it might just be careful. Do you have anything planned for today? We've got a few lessons. We've got some like booster lessons. If you guys were wanting to have an open day, or if you're obviously wanting to get on and get things sorted. I know you were looking for a signature of some sort.
Yeah, we should probably get that. We've already lost another day.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, you honestly, for everything you guys have done and the help you've given us, you can stay as long as you wish. I mean, if you're looking to enroll, we could even, and like, she has this sort of hopeful look in her eyes as she says that. And this is the look of someone that is very scared that she's soon to lose the only friend she's ever had in her life.
I mean, I'd enroll, but I've never been in any formal education. I've worked in customer service my entire life.
Well, I mean, given if you're wanting to enroll, you could, as I said, there's the booster classes that can, as sort of a little one-shot class that could give you ideas on enrollment. But obviously, if you guys, I understand you've got.
Do you know what? I'll take a leap there.
I guess we can stay for one day, and
I wouldn't
and
want
do
to.
the
I wouldn't
class.
want to. Obviously, I don't want to get in the way or push on anything. It's just a.
I mean, if it'll benefit Taka in his future career, yeah, we can stay.
I would like to have a future career, yes.
Cool. So you're staying another day. What are you guys doing then?
We need to get that signature.
You do need to get that signature. That's true. How are you going to get that signature?
Remind me which signature you need.
The royal.
You need
Me
the
like
one.
300 times.
You literally need the signature from the principal at this point, the dean.
I thought we had the dean's signature.
No, we
No.
need evidence and a witness of the burning of the dorm.
That
And
is.
we can get this somehow from doing this class, I bet. Right, James? Right?
If I was a good DM, then yes, but.
Well, yeah. Sora, did you finish your paperwork?
What's that?
Did you finish your paperwork? The professor chased us up yesterday about your essay.
Oh yeah, I've done that.
Hmm.
I think I did it first day.
I wonder if we can somehow use that and get another.
Hmm? Yeah, so Professor Henri is certainly a point of contact you would still have.
I like that guy. It's pretty great.
How are we gonna get the dean's signature though, with the help of Professor Henri?
Kiyue like perks up again and is like, are we just gonna ignore like all the crazy shit that happened yesterday? Like that kid came back, the old
Oh yeah,
fancy
Sora, we
lady
saw
was
Hao Sheng
here.
again. He tried to kill us.
Like
Wait, what?
what the hell went on yesterday? Why are you guys acting like this is a normal day?
Well, it kind of is.
Sorry, I forgot to tell you all about that. I just completely slipped my mind. But yeah, Sora, Hao Sheng, the little kid we saved, yeah, he tried to kill us.
Yeah, he said something like that we shouldn't be here, and someone put him up to it, and then ran away, and he was too fast. Oh, and I think we found a firebender who can fly. I did. Well, there was so much going on.
Sounds pretty absurd to me, though.
No.
You guys are gonna need to catch me up on everything that happened, and we're gonna need to try and find Hao Sheng.
Well, it all started with Laoban using her turtle duck to cheat at the hook and turtle duck game.
Kara's gonna go off and make you guys some breakfast.
So she essentially got Malcolm to peek at which one the prize duck was, and then Kova used his water bending to help her cheat and win.
So that sounds like the ethical thing to do. Sounds very moral. Well done.
There was nothing.
Yeah, she got a really cool like
I
bubble
couldn't
gun
do
thing.
that.
Was it worth it?
I mean, it's fucking great. Have you seen this shit? Look, there's like this weird little fluid capsule, right? And then you just blow it. Look.
And it starts emitting like these colourful bubbles, which sparkle in the light, and they last for quite a while. They make their way over to Kova. One pops on your nose, Kova, and it like kind of itches. I feel like Kova is the sort of guy that's probably like, you know, really allergic to like detergents and stuff.
Yeah,
you know, he's got like
probably.
really dry, sensitive skin. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say he always still like half sleepy, so he's like passing in and out of consciousness, but remembering shit that happened yesterday. So he
Perry
just
comes
randomly,
Perry comes back over and starts chewing your toes.
Perry, could you not? Oh shit! Yeah, I remember. Like Haruki, she ran away from something. I've never seen her that scared before. And she's like, hell.
Oh yeah, Haruki was here as well.
Helped. Why didn't she help? What can scare someone like her?
Wasn't she on a date? Maybe we were cramping her style.
No, I thought the serial killer might kill me for like ruining his date and dragging her away. But yeah, I don't know what the hell went on yesterday. There's so many unanswered questions which we should probably try and figure something out. Didn't you see a shadowy person as well, Taka?
Yeah, he ran down an alleyway and then like somehow magically disappeared. Can't figure out
He's a
how.
firebender who can fly, Taka. We established this bit.
Wait,
We
what
did
He humors
double
you.
tap.
Firebender? Because firebenders can't fly, as far as I know.
Yeah, exactly.
There were
Right.
scorch marks on the ground, and the only way you could have got over the dead end was to fly.
Or he had a
Taka has a
device
really-
that uses fire to propel him through the air.
Well, Taka had a really good idea that you could shoot like controlled fire from your feet or hands, and use it to somehow levitate. But
have to be a
obviously,
very
Taka
powerful
still
firebender for
didn't
that.
happen. But the shadowy guy, I mean, sounds like he may have mastered it. Oh, and Haruki said, I'm pretty sure she said that firebenders could fly. Someone definitely said that it was possible, but I can't remember who.
Okay, so
It was Professor Henri. You probably remember that.
So our options are to investigate what the hell happened yesterday, which sounds like we do need to do at some point, or we can try and find this evidence that we need for the dean,
Well, considering you missed out on the fun fair, we'll let you decide what we do today.
or we can do the fun class that Kara invited us to. Any takers?
Optional side quest.
Taka is very interested in the fun class, but like, hey, we'll let Sora decide. She missed out yesterday.
Can I put it to a group vote? Because like, I can't
No,
be
you must
one making this
decide.
decision.
The choice is yours alone.
We can do all three things at once.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Poor James.
Let's split up and search for clues.
Tell you
Who
what,
wants
this
to
is
go
what I
to the
get.
shop?
This is what I get for not railroading you guys. This is like
This is what you get.
I give you the
We
option of
need
a fucking
guidance.
open world, and you guys just start drifting so hard.
Hey, can you railroad us just this once?
Is-
Well, Taka does want to do the fun classes,
I'm gonna
and
meditate for a second, and the voice in my head, James, is gonna suggest what we should do today.
You could.
We could let Malcolm decide.
I could meditate, right, and let the spirits guide me. That's a thing.
You
I
want to
could
let the spirits guide you? Yeah, sure. Give it a
Yes,
go.
yes,
Rely on your
okay.
skills and training. So you're trying to get in touch with the spirits in the room, and you
And
feel this connection, this drifting. Okay. So with that, you can. I mean, it's a mixed success. You don't really hear any voices. You can hear sort of Taka's stomach rumbling loudly, and you can also hear the slightly laboured breathing of Perry as he's chomping away at Huye's feet. But there's just a slight, there's like almost a pulling force that you feel, and it's you feel like it's willing you towards the university itself. The university campus is willing you that way. You're not certain why, but you feel a pull to it.
Sweet. Okay, let's.
That is also where all of the objectives would have been anyway, but...
Well, oh, yeah. I was thinking 2 of 3, but probably 3 of 3 now that I think of it. I think we should spend the day at the university, you guys.
That's not helpful.
Let's see what Kara wants to do, if she's got a class planned, and we'll join.
Well, I am looking forward to my very first day of education.
Kara walks into the room, like, clad with plates of food. I wasn't sure if you guys wanted to come out and eat, so I thought I'd bring some things over to you. I tried to cook sort of special dishes from sort of each of your respective nations. Laoban, I don't actually know where you're from, so I just kind of whipped up something that's Earth Nation specialty.
Pickles.
I don't know where I'm from either, so thanks. I'll take it.
Oh, okay. And she goes and she just brings you like food, and lays it down for you.
Thank you, Kara.
I know that obviously you guys have a lot that you need to be getting on with. But just know you are free to come back here whenever you need to. I've set things up so that you'll always be given entry to the dorm whenever you need it, even if you do need to go elsewhere at any point.
Very kind of you. Thank you.
Thanks.
We'll be staying for the day.
Okay.
And we can join you with whatever you're doing. If you're doing
Did you say something about a fun class?
I mean, there's a few lessons that we do have planned, and she reaches into her pocket and pulls out a leaflet. Actually, it's a variety of different classes that we have in place. It's just that's shown up on your guys' screen.
Wow.
I don't know if it has.
Yes.
Taka wants to do all of them.
It comes up. So, from top to bottom, I think I've read these to you before, but let's go again.
I remember this.
Haiku structure, beauty in simplicity, an introduction but comprehensive deep dive into the structure and format of a haiku, intended for beginners, but can also serve as a quick refresher for burgeoning poets. Introduction to improv, yes ands versus no buts. Dramatists like to tell you that the best comedy comes from the written word, but we beg to differ. Using only the power of our quick wits and wild imagination, we will teach you the secrets to the art of improvisation. Linguistics, knowing your topography from your topology. Language is fascinating, but where does it all come from? Why is a hyena wolf called what it is? Why do people from the Fire Nation have such funny names? What thought process went into building the very language we speak? We don't hold all the answers, we will share with you the history of our beautiful language. Animal companions, know your friend from your food. We've had a number of complaints recently, specifically about the upkeep and cleanliness of animal companions. This course is mandatory to a certain few, but open to anyone who would like to take part. Kara sort of rolls up the sheet. So there's a few, I think we'd only have time for maybe like 1 or 2. There's a bit of an overlap with it. But if you're wanting to do anything, you're free to take part.
Opportunity to have the haiku introduction thing, not as a haiku. I expected better from whoever wrote this call schedule.
I'm sorry, I tried. I'm not really skilled at haikus myself, but they wanted me to write something.
Well, I guess we have to go to the haiku class then and teach you.
I don't think the point of a haiku is that you then only speak in haikus. I think the point of the haiku is that it's meant to be a sort of self-contained poem that
No, it's
encompasses...
so that you can speak in haikus.
Oh, okay. I'm not. As I said, I'm no expert in this area.
Right, which class do you guys want to do? If any.
Kind of.
I think after certain few people in this room might benefit from the animal companion one.
That's true, we do have 3 pets. So. 4 if you include mine, which is not here.
I think personally, yes. I mean, you might be able to get some information on your respective animal companions, and maybe the person leading it might have some interesting information on the subject.
Yeah,
Right,
what do you think, Perry?
If the person leading the animal class can understand Malcolm, I swear to fucking spirits.
Oh shit, that was another thing, Sora. The old lady, she can understand Malcolm.
Wait,
Oh
really?
yeah, Haruki can understand Malcolm.
Yeah, so she
What?
just thought it was Taka fucking.
I thought it was really
Cool,
weird
isn't it?
personally. I thought it was really. I don't.
I don't like it.
Came
I
out of
don't
nowhere.
want
It sort of
people
always throws me
saying-
off guard because the thing is, I'm there like, just talking, shooting the shit, saying what I like, thinking no one's going to understand me, and then there's bitches like her coming in, and suddenly she can understand me, and then she just throws out of left field like that. Hate
It fucks me up, man. Because like,
Hate it.
why are you doing that? Why are you
It's rude,
eavesdropping
isn't
on
it?
my secret
Yeah.
conversation?
Yeah, exactly. It's just a step too far in my opinion.
I mean,
She
at
should
least
not
she
be
just
trusted.
thinks it's Taka along in her arm.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, she just didn't realise it was you, so it's alright in that respect. But fuck it now. No, don't like it. Donnie's eavesdropping on my little conversations. Let me chat shit in peace.
Yeah, definitely.
That's another thing we'll have to try and figure out at some point. Is
I'd say we do the animal class.
yeah.
Yeah. I actually do know the young man that is running that class. He is. I think you might have met him before, actually.
Who is that?
Well, that would be giving it away now, wouldn't it?
Oh no.
She smiles thoughtfully.
Please,
And
goddammit.
then-
Oh no.
Well, let's go.
Okay. So you guys head on out of the Turtle Duck Dome. I'm just gonna grab everyone's tokens. Not that we really need maps at the moment. Who needs maps? And head out back into the sort of university grounds. As I throw you all haphazardly out there in a second. And there we are. Yes, so the fairground has now been cleared up, and it's quite there's a sort of more serene atmosphere to the university now. It's still, I mean, it's not particularly early. You guys slept in quite a bit, so it's probably closer to like 10 and 11. So it seems like a lot of classes are still in session. Kara is already sort of hurrying ahead. So I am actually going to be running a few classes myself. So if you guys need anything, you can come find me. I'll be in one of the classrooms. Otherwise, have a good time. And
Good luck with that.
And if you need anything, as I said, just come find me, and I'll try my best to help you guys out. And she sort of runs off with a pile of books under her arms, drops a couple of them, and has to run back to pick them back up, and then runs off again. And disappears into the university. So now you've convinced Kara that you're going to be going to these sessions, but she won't know if you've gone or not. She won't know really if you've gone to any of these lessons.
Okay,
Kara
well,
would definitely know.
You will know as well. You know.
Taka generally wants to go to school because he's never been.
Yeah. That's cool.
I want to try and discipline Perry a bit, so he stops chewing my toes.
Yep, good shout. Okay. So we gonna take you guys into just the university corridor for now. And standing as you sort of walking through, again it's quite quiet. But you do see a familiar figure who is walking down the corridor.
Oh, hey, it's my
Hey,
best
it's like a
friend.
dating sim.
This definitely looks like a dating sim now. It's in like a classroom setting. He's sort of walking slow. He's sort of stood in front of one of the doorways, and he's like looking in and looking back out again, and he just sort of looks a bit almost dejected.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, it's that guy.
It's Yosh, Sora.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
hi.
This is
Do
why
you,
he's my friend and not yours.
Are you all looking to attend a class today? Are you like, you know?
Blame you,
we
we
thought
are.
we might as well do something.
Yeah, that's cool. What sort of class are you like looking to go to?
The animal companion one.
At that point, his eyes widen, and you see like the sides of his mouth sort of flicker upwards. You guys like animals, right?
Yeah, we love
Yeah,
animals.
like you've met our pets, right?
Yeah. So you're all okay. So there's not currently anyone here, but I think you guys might be the only people coming along. But that's great. That's great. Come on in.
Are you in the class too?
He sort of looks at the floor and a smile. He's like, kind of, yeah.
He is literally my favourite NPC. Sorry,
And,
Nigel.
Betrayal.
Anyway, let's
happened to
get you
Nigel?
guys into the classroom. 1 second, let's move him on over.
Fucking knew it.
So yeah, as you guys enter the classroom, you see it is completely empty. And there's I'm assuming, do you guys sit near the front? Or are you sort of one of you going to be
front and center.
Yep.
Yeah, I
front
sit at the front with Perry.
Yosh sort of like waits for you all to sort of sit down, and he's sort of counting each person. He's like,
Taka's gonna sit down and immediately raise his hand.
cool.
He's got questions straight away.
Yeah, that checks out.
Hey, Taka, the professor's not even here yet. You can put your hand down for now.
At that point, Yosh sort of sighs and then walks to the end of the classroom, shuts the door, and then picks up a piece of chalk.
Taka raises his hand again.
You questions already? Yeah. What's your question?
Can you speak to turtle ducks? And I gesture to Malcolm.
I mean, I can definitely speak to turtle ducks. I've spoken to many turtle ducks, actually. A lot of
Can you
turtle
understand what this one is saying?
Well, no, you asked me if I could speak to turtle ducks. That's a very different thing to understanding what a
Can you understand
turtle
what
duck
this
and
one
you
is
can talk
saying?
to literally anything. Like right now, I feel like I'm talking to you, but you're not listening to what I'm saying, which is exactly how I feel when I talk to a turtle duck.
Can you understand what this one is saying? And I point towards Malcolm. He has a lot to say, but we don't know. Well, most of us do.
Malcolm like looks over at Laoban and then back at him is like, well, I don't think he's going to understand me. He doesn't seem like he's he better not be able to understand me. If you can understand me, you better fucking say something now. Otherwise, I will fuck you up. Your turtle duck seems a little distressed. I think that you should. So care for turtle ducks is very important. You need to make sure that their their plumage is maintained frequently, especially out in the wild.
I lean over the class and to Laoban and say, Laoban, did he understand him correctly? Or
Not in the fucking slightest, mate.
oh, in that case, we can just leave. Taka gets up to leave. That's all he had to ask.
Oh well, the class isn't over yet, but there's a few. I mean,
What,
if you
you
have
mean
more
I'd stay for the whole thing?
that's
Usually
how
what
classes.
classes are, Taka.
Did you? Are you not? Have you never been to a class before?
No, I have not.
Ah, that makes so much sense. Okay. Right. Okay. So, what was your name again? Sorry.
Taka?
Taka. So the way education works is that you would go into and he starts like picking up the chalk again and starts writing things on the board. So we have these rooms where you are taught things. They're called class rooms, and the function of it is that you can sit within this room and gain knowledge by listening to the person that's up in front of you. Those people are usually referred to either as teachers, he writes on the board, professors, or lecturers, and he underlines. And these roles are to impart the knowledge that you might not have. So if you Taka don't know things, you can ask me questions, and I have a lot of knowledge on lots of things. I can use that knowledge to then tell you all about it. So if you have any questions, in this case, the class is about, and he underlines, the animal companions. If you want any questions about that, I'll do my best to answer them for you, because I know.
Sora puts
lots
her
of
hand up.
things. Yes. What's your name again? Sorry.
Sora, Yosh, right? I don't know if we've actually met because
I think
you
we've
don't
met
really look that
briefly. I think I saw you this one time.
Well, anyway, right. So, I'm not usually one to question authority, but I'm not sure I totally agree with what you're saying. Like, because I think we should be
About what?
promoting healthy discussion and conversation, and asking the right questions. And
Okay, I understand. I understand the words
we're
you were
not going to
saying.
learn if we're just like taking in what you're saying.
So that's why we have the discourse where you can ask a question and I will answer it for you. That is how these things work. That's how all of these things work. And you can see in his eyes he's getting sort of physically distressed that you are now questioning him on this. And he's like, there's a little bead of sweat falling down his face. And I know lots of things about animals. I know I've studied a lot about animals. That's why I've been given this class, that I can teach you about animals. And if I don't get to tell you about the animals, then then all that knowledge would just go away.
Yeah.
What happens if I die? What happens if I die, Sora? If
Hey,
I were
don't
to
worry.
die, then all the knowledge I have on animals, all of this, and he's like pointing at his temple, all of this would just go. It would be gone, lost to time. Sora,
Yeah.
lost to time.
I've already got all the knowledge that you've got. I've done the same classes that you've done, and I've
You
graduated
don't know.
already.
I'm a specialist in this section. I've known
So
all
am I.
the different animals. I've studied them. I've worked incredibly hard to study all of the animals. And I've got. And he starts pulling out like notes and papers. And he's like, I've written a thesis, and I don't even study this. I do art. This is all a hobby. This is what I enjoy. This is what I do for fun. Okay? So don't.
Okay.
Okay? Okay.
Sora, I think you're going to make him cry.
He's he like breathes out and his face has gone like a little red. And he's got the piece of chalk in his hand is sort of like snapped in the middle.
Taka puts his hand up again.
So does anyone have any questions? Taka, right? Taka.
How long of this class is left?
I mean, he looks sort of do they have clocks? I feel like they do.
Probably have
They do,
sundials.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sundial.
I mean, it is a double lesson, so there's several hours at least.
Can I ask what the outline is for this lesson?
The outline is so first of all, it's to understand the animal companions that you may have or may plan to have, and the proper care and of said animals. So to ensure that not only are they kept safe and healthy, but also they aren't, causing harm at the university campus. We've had a few instances, especially recently, with damage and made to the campus. In
Can
fact,
you
we were meant to have.
elaborate on that?
We were actually meant to have several students attending today, It was meant to be compulsory for them, but it looks like they haven't shown up. So
Which students would those be?
there's one of them called Bano. Don't know if you.
Of course.
Of course, he didn't show up.
Another duty probably shouldn't be giving that information away. Thinking about it as a sort of duty of care. But no. Anyway, he's a dick, so that's fine. He's caused some issues.
With platypus bears.
Yeah. He's as it turns out, there's an incident of people collecting these platypus bears.
We have
illegally.
one.
Yeah, look.
Those are not pets. Those are not they are not domesticated animals. That is not a. You shouldn't really have that.
But how do I look after it while I do have it?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Okay, so the proper care for and he starts erasing things from the board, and he's like, okay.
Kiyue is actually just like sat vigorously taking notes, like,
So
oh my god,
the
this is the
important thing
best
is you've got to understand first of all that is it a male or a female platypus bear? Have you
How would I tell?
So the difference in the animal kingdom between sort of male classified animals and female classified animals, and this isn't always the case, but often a male would have some form of external genitalia that would be like some sort of like a penis of some sort.
Yeah.
In the case of a platypus bear, it is retractable. It's sort of sheathed at most times until it becomes aroused. At which point it would then come out of its sheath, which would then be used for copulation.
I don't know much about
Starts drawing
platypus bears,
pictures. Starts drawing pictures.
I don't think he's sexually mature yet. I think he's still a baby.
Starts drawing a platypus bear, an erect platypus bear penis on the board.
Okay, I don't think we need to see this.
No. Okay, and he starts erasing it. Sorry, I just again, I know a lot about these things, so it's important to know this information. So
Do you
if
think
it's,
Perry's a boy or a girl?
I mean, would you like me to check?
Sure.
He walks over to Perry. As he does, can you give me a?
No.
What did we roll on this before? Is it literally like? I'm trying to think what this one was. I need to get your character sheet open and look. I'm so glad you guys took this class.
I fucking knew he was going to lead it. I was like, there's no way this Donnie's got a collection of rare Build-A-Bears and doesn't have a thing about
Give me a push your luck roll.
Push your luck. Okay. Left one. Hey.
As he walks over, he just sort of like, you're sort of keeping Perry calm as he goes to inspect between his legs. Perry does not seem put out by this, and just sort of is just like.
I bring out random snacks from my pocket / cabbage bag, and I'm like, "Here you go, Perry. Aren't you such a good?" And then wait until I figure out what he is.
Yes, so he, so I believe he is a male. Though whether he chooses to sexually identify that way, that is his choice. However, he certainly has the genitalia of a male, though he is still an adolescent, so it is to grow exponentially, possibly over the next few months. One thing you will find actually is that unless he were to be neutered, as it were, he may become slightly more aggressive during his sort of breeding periods, which sort of cycles around every few months. It will be his life's mission to find a mate and to copulate with her. If he doesn't, he will
Or him. We don't know what he's into.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. He'd become very irritable. He would become he might become quite standoffish, even aggressive at times. In those situations, the important thing to do is just let him get it out of his system in whatever way he needs to. If you can find him a female platypus bear, or male platypus bear, then that'll get it out of his system, and help him a great deal.
Is there any way to train platypus bears like humanely?
They are
I
not
know that
domesticated animals. They are not domesticated animals in the slightest. And honestly, I don't think you should really have him as
just
a pet.
because it's
but-
domestic, just because it's not domesticated, doesn't mean you can't train them.
I mean, no, but there's a sort of an ethical concern with that. Not that I really care about. that
Okay,
sort of
then
thing,
do you
but-
know where the nearest platypus bear sanctuary would be?
Sanctuary? I mean, I think there's one, not in Ba Sing Se. And he pulls out his notes and starts looking. There is one in the in the lower isles of the Earth Nation, and the DM is just going to check his map. It's in a small city called Chin.
Okay.
They have
Just off the
a
nose, yeah?
just a little, just a small sanctuary that way. It's
We'll put it on a
it's
list of
the
places to visit. Then.
southern. It's a southern country. I don't know if you've been. I've never been myself, but I've always been interested in going. It'd be a really cool place to go to. There's a lot of interesting sites there. Yeah. So that's. Do you have any other questions? I mean, obviously, are you feeding him properly? Because they're omnivorous, so they'll eat a sort of blend of meat, bugs, but also they're very good to get sort of fiber in there, so oats and things of that nature.
I mean, I've just been feeding him what Kara's given us for breakfast. She's been very helpful.
Okay, and what have you been eating for breakfast?
She cooks something different every day.
Okay, I mean he seems healthy enough. I mean I'm not a vet, but he seems quite healthy, very docile, and he seems to be quite taken with you. I can tell. So he one thing I found with platypus bears especially is the more the sort of the better mood they're in, the happier they are, the sort of like healthier they become, and the sort of their coat gets more of a sheen, which is really good if you're collecting the hides of them. Not that I do that, but if you were to farm them for their hides, that's actually one of the better ways to get them. That was one of the big things within the Build a Platypus Bear company. They were farming them, keeping them in a really happy position, making them really docile and friendly, and then they were skinning them, and it was a very efficient way of doing it.
We don't promote that.
No, we don't.
I don't even really want to know how you know.
I just know a lot about Build a Platypus Bear. I know everything about Build a Platypus Bear. I mean, I could do an entire seminar.
He did a really good presentation about that yesterday.
I did. It was. I probably spent more time on that than I did on this one. That's only a joke. I spent a lot of time on this. I spent the last weekend just making sure this was ready and that everything was right for this, and I'm hoping it's going well right now, because if it's not going well, then it'll all have been for nothing.
That was very informative.
You're doing
for me.
fine.
Thank you. Okay.
Although I have to say that, like, you can tell a platypus bear if they're male or female by like the color of their ears. Like the male
that is,
is, like,
you
more
can,
grey
but there are
tone. You don't have to-
variants. But there's a number of different variations of platypus bear depending on what region they're from.
I'm
So
aware,
if they
the one where you can always tell
in
the colour
certain
of the ears.
situations, the shape of the ears and the color of the ears may also be an indicator, but that is not consistent, especially among adolescents. When they are younger, they have not yet grown fully into their forms, and the testosterone of the male will not have affected the color of the skin of the ears at that time, which means that the creature itself cannot be told at the point of adolescence. So the only way to tell fully and truly is to inspect the genitalia.
Wow, you're both so knowledgeable.
Nerds.
You know, I think we should go and like find the people that are supposed to be in this class that aren't in this class, because like they're probably gonna get this on their attendance record, which will be detrimental really for them graduating.
I don't think it will with Banner. He'll just pay his way out of it.
Oh yeah,
I think snitching is not going to work in this one instance, Sora.
I personally am in favor of snitching whenever. I think that's a really good idea. I think.
So, do you think this would be evidence for the president that he's not turning up to his mandatory classes?
I don't think the president really cares about that.
Do you know where he would be? Why he wouldn't be here?
I mean, I don't know. I don't. I'm not his keeper.
But you don't know where he kind of usually hangs out, what he does?
He hangs out. He's probably hanging out in the Platypus Bear dorm. That's where he...
Yeah, maybe we should go find him.
I mean, the lesson's not over.
We can bring
he's
him
not
back
gonna
in
be a
time for the
lesson without
lesson. Yeah, what if we went and got him for you?
So you want me to pause the lesson and let you guys go?
Well, why don't
go
you
and
keep
find-
teaching everyone, and me and Taka will go and get him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who is this? Like, yeah, I've got so much more to learn.
Oh,
Have you,
Laoban.
met have you met my friend's owl bear? Fox bear? What is it? Fox owl?
What? And he's gonna look over at the owl fox,
Ah,
which
that
I think
one.
is what it is. And he's like, "This is a really, really rare creature. I've not seen. Where did this one come from?"
We found it.
The swamps of the Earth Kingdom.
Never gone in there, but I've been really curious. There's some really weird stuff in there. And
Yeah,
he's
we
like,
really died.
"Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you didn't. That's good. I feel like that's what you're
the
supposed
nicest thing you've ever said to us.
I've been, I've been sort of like practicing, you know, and I've also been trying to practice smiling more. And you see like the corners of his mouth sort of creep up. His eyes are still unchanging, but the corners of his mouth comes up. It's like, because if I do this, people feel less unsettled by me. I think
You're doing a great job.
I've been working really hard on it.
Uh-huh.
So I'm glad you guys are here and you're appreciating it. Now, if you do want to go find Bano, I mean, I can put the lesson on hold. That's fine.
No, carry on teaching Huey. He's got so many questions.
I mean, if you want like a short lunch break or something, you can get food as well. And I just need to, I myself actually need to have a bit of a sit down as I'm feeling a little lightheaded. And he like sits down on the seat, and you can see he's visibly sweating, and like he's like in his like sort of like holding a hand to his chest and sort of leaning
Sora,
forwards,
I
like
think you really killed him.
hyperventilating every so slightly.
Yeah, we should probably take a break. I think at least some of us should go and look for Bano. But if y'all want to come, we could all go.
Well, we don't have the best reputation there. You should probably take Laoban.
Laoban, do you want to go?
Yeah, I mean, I'm down.
Cool.
I ain't touching that dickhead with a barge pole.
Not again.
So I will stay or go out for a bit.
I'm cool for being Laoban's help again.
Cool.
Oh yeah, my help.
It did
Got you a pod.
go well last time.
So who's going?
Me, Laoban, and Taka? Unless anyone else wants to go?
I mean,
Kova
it's
and
gonna be
Huey are
awkward
staying,
because me
okay.
and Yeah, me and Kova will just have an awkward moment.
Shit. That's fine. Yeah. We'll
I think
stay,
Josh will
guess.
feel better if I'm not there. I'm fine.
I swear, you're gonna make him fucking commit.
Fucking attacking the autistic kid.
He's doing this.
Monsters.
Yeah.
You literally actually him.
He's not qualified to be teaching
You
that class.
actually him in his own class. I can imagine. No, that's very on brand for Sora.
It is.
Sora's the one that reminds the.
I'm staying in character.
You're reminding the teacher that you have homework today as well.
Didn't we have a pop quiz planned for today?
Right. Let's bring you guys over then to the Platypus Bear House that you can now apparently just walk in. Like, there's no problems with that. I'm just, even though originally, let's get the
God, PTSD.
So yeah, as you guys enter, it's pretty quiet in here. There's not a lot going down. There's a few students who are just sort of bumming around. One student is straight up just passed out on the sofa, like clutching his stomach. Seems like he overdid it at the fair the other day.
Too much mystery meat.
Mystery meat on the stick strikes again.
But yeah, what are you guys doing?
We're gonna find Bano.
Okay.
How are we gonna do that? I'd say we can ask someone that, but that guy's out like a light. So
I'm gonna go ask the
Is
bartender.
there any dickheads we know?
if there's
Okay,
anything
that's-
Sora and Laoban are good at, it's talking to random strangers in the bar. So let's do that.
Yeah, that's valid.
Hey, you seen Bano anywhere?
Bartender like looks exhausted, and he's like cleaning a cup with a rag, and he sort of just looks over. He looks at you, and then just like points, like just like a few feet like above you, just to the north of you. It's like literally over there, dude.
Cheers, if I had any money, I'd tip you. But I don't, so.
Yep, no one ever does. And he goes back to cleaning the cup.
Found him. He's over there.
Right.
Bano
What's our
is
game
like
plan?
Bano has a full to the brim like like a flagon of beer that he's like sipping at and pretending to enjoy.
What is our game plan? And what are we even trying to do? Are we trying to get a confession?
I don't know, you're the one
Swear
in
you guys
charge here.
never- What is our game plan is like your party motto at this point as you throw yourself into a situation.
I mean,
Bold of you to
shit,
assume
shit,
we
shit,
ever have
one. I can easily get around Shin. It's just Bano that I can't. So I can appeal to him to get us close to the table.
I think we just need to be straight with Bano and just, we can't bullshit him, so we're gonna have to just
Oh
say
no!
it straight.
Bano knows me being a commoner and Shin knows me being Lady Laoban. Fuck's sake, no.
Your double life.
Oh, shit. Hannah Montana's been found out.
But you know, at the end of Hannah Montana the movie, when she gives the speech on the stage and she takes off her wig, you have to have that moment.
Oh my god, yeah,
I
you
don't
do.
have a wig.
Well,
I've just got
the
an
metaphorical wig.
That's when you drop, instead of the wig, you just drop the accent.
Shit.
And then you gotta slowly sing, so I put my head.
Well, if it
up.
isn't the Povo Brigade, Bano shouts from across the room, spilling his beer ever so slightly.
Taka's gonna wave at him.
And how did you get back into our dormitory? I thought we'd had you barred. And he looks over at the Earth Kingdom soldiers to the I guess his right, and they're pretty much on their like fifth beers. They're like, oh. Well, you can't get the staff, can you? Takes a step over. And what brings you to our dorm?
Bano, I'm gonna be real with you for a second, man.
I have
Like-
no idea who you are.
I don't know who you are, but hi, I'm Sora.
Sora, okay.
Yeah. We're just wondering, was it you that like set fire to the other dorm and stuff? Like all that chaos that ensued a couple days, weeks ago, however long it was.
Bano gives you a stony look, and you can see the corner of his eye twitch ever so slightly. Are you making an accusation?
No, I'm just genuinely curious.
You'd like to know if I was involved in some event that happened outside of this dormitory?
Yep, pretty much.
Okay, and what event specifically are we discussing here?
The fire?
Okay, I wasn't entirely aware. Was this at the? I mean, I've not been anywhere near the platypus. So the turtle duck dorm.
See that you didn't specify which fire. There's been many recently.
His eyes widen as he
UA
says
says from the great beyond.
that. That's true, yeah. Never mind, his eyes don't widen.
Yeah, we
It was
didn't actually
Malcolm said that
specify
to
which
Laoban.
fire.
No, but I'd heard that the about the fire. Everyone's heard about the fire, isn't that
You were
right,
just
Shin?
saying not long ago that you hadn't actually heard of anything, and you know,
Everyone's heard about the fire, haven't they, Shin? And Shin walks over. Miss Lady Laoban. It is a pleasure to see you again. I was remiss that we couldn't explore the festival together, but I was very happy to see you.
It's wonderful to see you again too, darling.
That's enough reunions. Bano.
Yes.
So you're saying you don't know what happened with this fire?
If I
you
knew,
don't know anything about it?
If I knew, then I would not keep such information to myself, especially as such information could be valuable.
Valuable in what sense?
In many ways. There are many people that would take information like that and do practically anything for it. Of course, if you were wanting said information, perhaps you'd be willing to make some form of compromise.
What kind of compromise would we be talking?
Nothing too severe. And he leans in close. The leader of the Turtle Ducks, Kara. Are you familiar with her?
Yes, we know Kara.
Quite an uppity sort, isn't she? She
She's also quite the artist.
Nice lady.
She thinks a lot of herself. Takes it upon herself to do everything for her dorm, because of course she does. Because she is the single most important thing about her dorm. The shining light in the pail of shit that is the Turtle Duck dorm. I want to see her ruined.
Is this because she kicked you in the nuts?
It is not just regarding that, okay? There's more to it.
But she did do that, though. That was great.
This is for the
all saw
reputation
that.
of the university itself. She represents everything that is wrong with this university. All that I ask, I'm not asking you to do anything that will affect her career at the university. She can still enroll as a student. I just want her to be humiliated. I want her to feel like she can never show her face.
In that case, why don't you just go ask her out?
Bano looks over at you and smiles. I have no interest in people like her.
What do you have interest in?
He was really interested in Kova.
I like a man that's uncomfortable in his own skin, but also clearly has a skill, has a talent that he hasn't nurtured.
Hey, that sounds like yeah.
Wow.
And then I like to
Poor Kova.
gain their trust, and I like to make sure that they understand that without me, they will be nothing. And that they have absolutely nothing. And they yearn to be with me because they know that I can enable their life. I can do everything to make their dreams come true. And then, once they're completely dependent, then I move on, I lose interest. But I enjoy that moment of serendipity, that feeling of completion that they have, just as I let them go, you know?
Sora leans over to Laoban and she's like, sounds like he's a feet guy.
Yeah, fucking sounds like that, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, we've talked idly on this. If you were wanting information, or if you're perhaps wanting a recommendation, it's quite simple. Humiliate Kara. Make it so she will never want to show her face outside of this university again. I can grant you access. I can get you what you want.
Sounds to me like you really hate Kara.
Well, it's because she kicked him in the nuts, Sora.
Really hate.
She kicked him really hard. I think he cried.
It is not a personal.
Some would almost even say that you'd have a motive.
She represents everything that is wrong with this university. That is all I'm saying.
Something so wrong that you'd have to burn it down. Am I right?
I care deeply for this university. I want to see it flourish. My family, my father, donates so much money to this university. So why would we want to do anything to harm the university?
Maybe for a tax write-off.
Darling, I am rich. We don't
Doesn't
pay
pay tax. And when you say you want her humiliated, first of all, how do you know that what you do is going to humiliate her where she wouldn't want to show her face anymore? Maybe she's like a really strong-willed character and she, wouldn't
Maybe she
really
is.
care that much about something like that. And
That is the...
she's phased.
Well, I'm not implying that I would do this myself. I'm asking you to do it. I would like you to do something that will humiliate her.
Sora, can I have a quick sidebar with you real quick?
Okay, sidebar.
Okay, on side and say, well, if we let Kara in on this, we can stage something, like maybe have her pretend to slip on a banana peel.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
If he's in on it, he won't know. We can just, I don't know, I
You'd
throw a
have to
banana
make
peel on
it-
the ground, she'll casually pretend to walk over it and slip and drop some books, and then everyone will point and laugh, and then that will satisfy Bano.
I mean, I think we'd have to make it believable, so I don't think the banana peel's gonna cut it.
Okay, I'll let you come up with the plan,
I
but
will-
I think the banana peel was a great idea. But it's just an example. I will let you be
We
the
would
judge
have
of
to
that.
find out if she doesn't feel compelled to leave the school, never show her face again, would it still satisfy the...
Oh, well, once we get the letter, she can do
Record.
whatever she wants, right? She only has to pretend she's humiliated.
Whilst you're having this conversation, Shin has already walked over to Laoban and is, I wanted you to know, I've actually spoken with my fiance, and, let's just say I may be having some doubts about my arrangement with her, as it were. I just wanted to tell you, Lady Laoban, I find you deeply enchanting. The very ground you walk on seems to almost illuminate. The very air you stand in is this aromatic, calming wave, and the feeling I have in my chest whenever you're around, it's like a chaotic storm, and yet the moment I see your smile, it is like a calming sea. Do you feel it too, Lady Laoban? Do you feel the stirring in your chest?
I mean, shit, mate. I really ain't who you think I am.
His face drops like immediately. You jest. You speak like your servants. I understand. It's very, very humorous. No, Shin. This woman is as far from nobility as possible to be. Bano says, stepping over.
Yeah, but still stronger than you, dickhead.
You see, she is uncouth, and yet she is physically strong. Sure, yeah, that's if you like that, but no, there is not an air of sophistication to this woman. And Shin blinks for a moment. I mean, does that matter? I mean, does it matter if if she isn't, of noble blood? Shin, you are of nobility. You will not. It would not serve well to mix with these types. Maybe I don't care. Maybe I don't mind. Maybe I don't like having to spend all my time in your shadow, Bano. Maybe I don't enjoy having to go along with all of your...
Sora, I think we might have found a
plans.
snitch.
Maybe I don't like the way I see you treat people. Maybe I have problems with that, Bano. Shin, I suggest you sit down and keep your mouth shut.
No, I think he's just having his first moment of realization that you ain't all you cracked up to be, fam.
And you can see, like, there is confliction in Shin's eyes as he's as a bead of sweat trickles down the side of his face. Sit down, Shin, and keep your mouth shut.
Or you can let the man speak for himself and make his own decisions, because that's what kind of a person he is.
I think you should keep out of this, you miserable harlot. And
Oh,
at that
fuck
moment, Shin turns and takes a blow to the side of Bano's face. Bano is not expecting it, so he is struck firmly in the side of the jaw and like thrown to the side. And he looks up, absolutely furious. Shin.
Should we all kick him while he's down?
Shin looks incredibly horrified at what he's just done, and looking down at his hand, which he's now like holding in like to his chest. At that moment, the Earth Kingdom soldiers, still slightly inebriated, stand up from their seats. Bano like wipes his jaw, and like there's a small trickle of blood at the side of his mouth. You are going to regret that, Shin. Maybe I am. Or maybe this will be the first time in my life that I actually do something that I can be proud of. Maybe you will, Shin. Maybe you should have a word with the guards. The Earth Kingdom soldiers step over. What's going on over here? I think you can see what has happened here. This man assaulted me. I'd like him escorted from the premises, please. I literally live here. The guards look a little confused, and then Bano reaches into his pocket and pulls out just a bag of coins. Do what you need to do. Well, yeah, you don't have to tell us twice. Come on, young man.
I mean,
Off
shit,
you
he
go.
was provoked, so I'm not allowing this. He's absolutely provoked. Are you guys just going to be dickheads and let this man swing his money around?
Laoban's
he's-
fighting
Come on.
back.
You guys are better than this.
This man pays us. I've got a family to feed.
Combat
I
sequence.
know,
Combat sequence.
that's wonderful. And I've got friends,
my wife
and there's an
is
injustice.
so fat. She eats so much. Like we get through like so many. Like, she eats at least 6,000 calories a day, and she can't be stopped.
Sweet Jesus, have you taken her to the doctor? Because that sounds like an issue.
It's a problem, honestly, and I can't afford to keep up with the payments. She eats nothing but like bacon and quail eggs. It's just it's unstoppable. She's an unstoppable monster.
But is she making you do all the work?
Well, yeah, I'm a working man. This is why I
She
need
could be a
this
working
money.
woman.
Not
If she-
a woman of her stature, I assure you.
But maybe if she wants to keep her stature and keep on eating, she can work for herself. You shouldn't have to be the one picking up the slack for this woman.
As you're saying this to this soldier over here, the other one is already escorting Shin out of the building.
Oh shit.
Sora, Shin is a witness who can testify to the principal or the dean, whatever. We can get that letter recommendation.
I don't know how much of that you like sort of realizes. They were quite loud, to be fair. Yeah, Bano sort of looks at you, Laoban, and it's like, well, if you're quite done, how about you all just leave?
Wait, Bano. So we humiliate Kara, and then she leaves the school, and then what do we get?
I'm an influential person, as you can tell. You humiliate that despicable young lady, and I'll reward you with my own personal signature, which, I assure you, will be enough to gain you entry to anywhere you wish to go.
All right, works for me.
Taka's
I'll
gonna
get
go to the
back
bar and
on
order a banana to go.
So you literally told me a moment ago you have no money.
That's why I'm having it to go. Because I'm going to go with it.
That's not how currency or
Sora's
payments
just gonna
work.
come and give a little like silver piece for his banana.
Yeah, okay.
Come on,
Hands
Taka,
you-
let's go.
Hands you a very green-looking banana.
Should probably go catch up with Shin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shin has now been escorted from the premises.
Hopefully I won't have to use this banana, but if it comes to it, I will.
Okay, Taka.
Okay, cool. So you... What a fun exchange. Okay. Let me just move you guys back on over then. Give me 1 second. We'll go back. Oh god, wrong map. Let's move you guys back to university map. So as you guys leave, Shin is like sat on the floor, well, sort of like back to the wall, like sobbing into his hands.
Time for another session of therapy with Sora. Hey Shin, you doing okay?
and he quickly, very quickly starts drying his eyes and like blows into a very, very fancy silk handkerchief. No, I'm quite fine. Sorry, I just
Hey,
allergies are kicking in this time of year.
you don't need to feel ashamed about having emotions. You can let it out. This is a safe space.
It's not an emotional thing. I'm just, I am, I let my emotions get the best of me, and in doing so, did something that is probably slightly regrettable and may have an adverse effect on my continued education here. However, of course, I may
I mean,
now have to leave this place forever and.
What if we
marry
got
my
rid of
cousin.
Bano?
yeah, you don't need to leave. If we get Bano expelled, which he deserves for burning down the dorm, then there's no reason that you'd have to go.
You want to get rid of Bano? Do you know who he is? He's
We
one
do
of the
know
most
who he is.
he's one of the most powerful people, not just within this university, but within this entire nation. He has ties to the royal family.
But you agree that he's a dick, right?
I believe he's a very troubled person, and he makes rash decisions, and he sometimes lets the power get to his head.
Look, we all know you're lying. Okay? Because you wouldn't have stood up for us. then.
Oh, Lady Laoban, I couldn't lie to you. I couldn't even try to. He's an
Yeah,
awful
I'm proud of
person.
you.
He's done so much that no one ever even knows about, and yet he coerces people with threats, with money, with bribery.
Hey, Laoban, ask him what kind of things.
I mean, look, we're proud of you for standing up, and that's absolutely amazing thing.
My
for you
hand
to do.
hurts so much.
I know. Do you want me to kiss it better?
He looks at you and he's like visibly begins shaking as he says. I mean, that's just very, very forward, Lady Laoban, but I mean, perhaps a kiss on the hand wouldn't be no harm in that. And he hands you a very clammy and shaky hand.
I gently place a kiss upon his clammy hand.
Malcolm
Say,
looks
look,
at
it's
you
all
with
better.
disgust.
I just give him a side eye.
What the fuck are you doing?
Shut the fuck up. I don't want to be doing this, do you?
As I said, I do feel calmer in your presence, Lady Laoban. It is.
But you can
Privilege to be
drop
around
the
you.
lady now. It's just Laoban. It's fine. You can call me by my name.
Of course. Laoban. It is a pleasure to make the acquaintance with the real you.
And it's nice to be myself around you again. Now, look, why don't we take you back to the other dorm? Let's go to the Turtle Duck dorm.
The Turtle Duck dorm? I don't know if I should be setting foot in that place.
Hey, listen, come on. Banno's just had you kicked out, okay? You've made this decision to leave, and we're partially at fault for that because you stood up for us, and we'd like to look after you. Okay? So let's take you back, let's get you cleaned up, let's sort out your hand, okay? And then you can tell us everything that happened.
Can you give me a comfort and support roll, please? Or a plead, whichever you prefer.
Please don't fail this. I now ship Shin and Laoban.
Oh god.
Same.
Right, my plead rolls with harmony. Harmony's at 0. Fuck. Comfort is midlife, which one?
I think both are with harmony, so good luck.
Ah!
+2 as well because of his simping.
Undying love.
Infatuation with you.
Simping.
Shit!
Wait, that's
That
a big
with a
success,
+2.
right?
Don't forget-
Did
You
you
rolled a
add
nat
it?
1.
You rolled a
Don't
nat
forget-
1 or 2.
Yeah.
You can take a fatigue to make that a pass.
Oh fuck yeah, I'll do that. That's probably better.
I think that's only with a mixed
That's only
success,
mixed
isn't it?
success, yeah.
Oh shit!
His hands begin to shake. You're asking a lot of me. I don't think I can. I don't know if I could go through with this. It's all so much. And he's you can see like his face has gone pallid. Just the suggestion of this, and he
Well,
is like,
if you're not going to believe in yourself, would you believe in me if I believed in you?
I was gonna say, can Sora try a confidence support? But I mean, if
Too
Taka
late,
wants to
Taka
go
stepped
for it-
in. Because I believe in you,
Taka,
Shin.
confidence support.
okay,
Believe that the
he
belief
is
in you and the
he
belief
is
in me.
like looking pretty washed out at the moment. He looks like he's on the verge of passing out. So you will have a -1 to your roll, but go ahead.
Drill to the heavens, Taka.
Oh my god!
Hey!
Holy shit!
Come on, Shin. We
Accurate,
advance
actually,
as
look.
people, little by little, inch by inch, exactly like how a drill works. And I think you are also just like that drill.
Do you think that I could?
And I think you can break through
What
this
you're
wall that
saying-
we think is called Bano.
What you're saying is, even though my social standing is arguably higher than all of yours, someone like Bano, who is still above me, if I just keep pushing upwards, I could surpass even him.
You can surpass the heavens, Shin.
Oh, I've never
And then Taka.
thought of it like that. That is quite the prospect. The heavens, you say? What is it you'd have me do?
Well, you know how Bano definitely started the fire in the dorm? If we had someone testify to that as a witness to the dean, he's willing to expel Bano over it.
Fire. Yes. This is not the place we should discuss this. Let us find somewhere more private. And you guys, I'm assuming, make your way to the Turtle Duck dorm? Is that
We
so you're
do,
gonna head to?
yes.
You just gonna leave us in the classroom really awkwardly.
You're in great.
We're still
Investigated.
learning. I'm having the best time. of my
Meanwhile-
life.
I imagine Huey has so many questions answered.
Meanwhile,
I've literally learned
Great.
everything about all of our pets.
and that is why the females platypus bears produce milk through small ducts around their body, which the milk of which is used as is then licked by their young, making them incredibly difficult to farm for their milk. They're actually really
Pet
bad.
bears
for-
also lay eggs, right?
They do, yes.
It's
one
like
of the
one of the only animals that can
one
make
of the
their own
only
custard.
animals that are. I've never thought about it that way.
Oh god. Kova is just sat there, like stroking Zhao, like on the far corner by the window. Just
By this
literally,
point-
head in hands, like, oh my god.
By this point, he So you're sort of like there, like completely zoned out, whereas Yosh is now sat, like on the front of like Quiyue's desk, just like talking to her and like inspecting Perry and just and his mouth, and it's sort of wrapped in a very sort of like you've been sort of excluded by this point, and they're just having a very in-depth conversation. How are you reacting to this, Kova?
I just have no words. Just gonna keep stroking Zhao and just be like, yeah, buddy, it's okay.
And he sort of like nuzzles up next to you, and like you can feel like his fur is not super soft; it's a bit prickly in places. But he's very gentle with how he sort of nuzzles up to you, and then he sort of like places his head sort of like at the top of your shirt, and just like pokes his nose in and then just falls asleep.
Oh.
And one thing that I really like about platypus bears is their ability to fight off pretty much any foe, even foes that are far bigger than them, because they can make themselves look bigger. They can elongate their bodies. They can sort of stretch out, and they can get their arms up really high, and they use that to deter predators. So even though they're already quite big creatures, other creatures they can ward off just through intimidation.
Do you hear that, Perry? Like, you're so cool. I'm just fully in awe about all these facts about Perry, and like, I was gonna go release him, and now I'm in my head. I'm thinking, oh my god, I really want to keep him.
Okay, cool. So do you have any more questions about him at all? Like, is there? Because I know a lot about them, so I can. I mean, if you want, I can even give you my notes. I've got a lot of notes.
Oh my god, really? That would be so cool.
I mean, I can make copies.
Kova's here. Like, did you want to ask anything? You have a pet, right?
So I'm so sorry. I we got wrapped up in the lecture. Sorry. You're here as well. Cola, was it?
Sure.
Okay, so Cola, your creature is from the swamps.
Mhm. Yep. Kova, by the way. The, not la.
Kova. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. That's the name. And I don't think Cola is.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
No, that makes sense. So
He always just like sniggering in the background.
Your
I side eye
creature,
you and glare.
that is a foxtail. I
Yep.
believe it comes. Or Alfox. Check my notes. Alfox. They are native to swamplands. They they're good at flying. They have once again they're mostly omnivorous. They mostly eat berries, small insects. But if they find a carcass of an animal, they will be known to scavenge and eat meat from them. Quite friendly and docile creatures usually, though if they are threatened, they can be a bit more aggressive. So, how did you find this one?
He just came up to me. We had a bit of a adventure, let's just say. And we were in the swamp, near the middle, actually, in the what are they like sidebar? What are they called? What was the area we were in again called? Like I don't want to say like the spirit world or whatever. Like I can't remember what area.
Oh, you mean the
tree,
actual
wasn't
like?
it? Yeah.
The actual map itself. You were in the mystifying swamp.
That's it.
Really.
But yeah, we were in the mystifying swamp, and he just.
Oh, that place is really dangerous. People like die there all the time.
Yeah.
You guys didn't die though, so that's impressive, I guess.
Yeah. But he just came up to me, and I guess we just got along. And I just gesture to him like just to sleep in my arms.
Oh, interesting. I mean, it's not that interesting, but you meant to say that apparently. So interesting. Very, very interesting. So you are now sort of like, are you like an owner? Because I've never seen a creature like this domesticated. I mean, I've never seen a creature like this before, because they're wild animals. So ordinarily you wouldn't really see any of them anywhere?
I
Even
don't-
if, except the Mystifying Swamp where people die all the time.
ask
so.
a lot of him, but what I do ask, he seems to obey. So I guess you could. call him.
Interesting. So there's an element of a sort of a master and slave bond that the two of you have.
I wouldn't call it that
No,
at all. No.
you're an owner. I mean, you're an ownership of this animal, right?
I guess so.
Okay, interesting. No, I don't have as many notes on this creature. It's a very rare creature. I don't really see many of them, so that's interesting. Very interesting. I mean, if you'd like, I'd like to study him a little bit. If you'd ever have the time to give me some time to maybe sort of like, I could maybe even, that could be a thesis. I could write that. That could be something new. I could write something. I could write a lot of information on that. Oh, I could write so much. Oh, I could write so much. Oh god,
Yeah,
I'd make that Sora girl look like such an idiot. Oh please. Oh, give me the yes. Oh, yes.
Kova's too flustered to know what to say to this guy. He like Kova's awkward anyway with like not like social normal interaction, but when it
Don't
comes
tell
to
us
like
that.
yeah, when it comes to like special interests with other people, he's just like but he doesn't want to look to Hue for help.
Yeah.
So he just
Kind of just
sits there
looking
and-
over, like, I could save you right now, but I'm just enjoying seeing how flustered Kova is, and it's kind of like payback.
Yeah, so Kova just stays quiet and just shrugs.
Yeah, I could study. We could get some study. Maybe even get some samples. So, like, could I maybe get some fur, just like a little bit, just to?
Yeah, Kova would love to spend all this time with you.
You would? I wasn't getting that impression, but if that's the case, then that's really good. I'm really good at. I'm not very good at spotting these sort of things, actually. I'm really bad at knowing when people are kind of like me or repulsed by
I
me.
kind of like cut him off, like you're welcome to a fur sample, and I like just stroke down Zhao's back and like just grab like a few strands of hair that are like loose and just kind of give.
He reaches out and like grabs it, and you're like, oh, okay, this is oh, it's more coarse than I expected it to be. Interesting. And I wonder if it's-
Feel free to,
he like
examine that however
sniffs
you
it
want.
and he's like, no histamic response. These are to be hypoallergenic. Interesting.
Guess
Never thought that is
why I don't get the itches. My mama.
fascinating. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I can definitely get some more information on this creature. I'm going to do some more research on this. I might have to go to the library tonight, and because this here is a big find. Usually, the people that come here, they have very basic pets, but today we have had some very interesting pets. Where are your friends, by the way? Were they meant to come back? And I mean, they've been gone a while, and
So would Kova sitting at the window be able to see them wandering back to the door?
you see, so from the window, you see them walking by with this dejected-looking, like, noble at the front of them, like gesturing him forward towards the turtle duck dorm.
I think they actually went back to the dorm. I know Sora had a thesis to hand in, so we should probably go check on her. I just kind of.
I mean, we've technically gone another 2 hours, but if you guys are happy, I know it's only short because short and sweet, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. If
Feel
you guys
free
want
to use the time to go, check out that first sample.
Oh, I'm very excited about doing that. So that'll be really good opportunity for me. Yeah, I definitely want to do that. Okay. So thank you for attending the Animal Companions Know Your Friends from Your Food lecture today. If I have some leaflets on the desk, if you take them, there's stuff I've written on them. I spent a long time on them, copied each one is handwritten by me. So if you take one of those with you, and if you have any questions, you can come find me. I might talk to you, I might not. It depends how I'm feeling at the time. Thank you very much. And he nods and then immediately just like rushes out the door,
Great.
leaving the two of you alone.
And just giving Perry belly rubs, just be like, "Oh, did you hear all those amazing things he said about you? Oh, you're such a good boy. We're gonna have to find you some really good food. You're such a good boy."
Kova's just gonna stand up with Zhao, like put Zhao on his shoulder. Sorry, buddy.
Shao looks really shocked for a moment and then like clambers onto your shoulder. Feel like this slight digging of claws in your shoulder as he does so.
And I just get up and go, come on, let's go.
So you
And that's
guys
it.
heading back to the Turtle Duck Dome as well.
No words.
No
No words are spoken.
words are spoken at all.
No.
Okay.
Apart from, come on, let's go. By myself, anyway.
Okay. Okay, give me a second. I'll just send you guys. We'll return to the Turtle Duck Dorm. Wherever that is. Oh god, I've got too many pages. So yeah, you guys arrive first of all. And as you get there, you find the place is pretty much empty now. And Shin is like looking around, looking a little put out by the squalor of the place, but trying his best to maintain an air of decorum through it all. Yes, this is a lovely establishment you have. I'm very quaint, isn't it? Very quaint.
I think she.
Why? Are we there yet?
You haven't arrived just yet. Not
Okay.
just yet.
I'll wait.
And that's not because I'm grabbing your tokens.
Listen, you don't have to love it. We know it's a downgrade from what you're used to. Okay, it's fine. You don't have to dress it up.
Lady Laoban, around you, nothing would be a downgrade.
I'll say that's the highest compliment.
It doesn't look like much, but it's very homey, very cozy.
I mean, certainly it has a nicer atmosphere than the, well, never mind. And at that point, Kova and Quiyue, you walk in. Where's Perry?
That's a good question.
Perry the platypus.
Hey, where's Perry?
There he is.
Let's bring him back.
Just walking
Perry.
around like
Perry the
"Oh,
platypus
weird
bear."
pet."
Perry walks in, opens the door himself. Like,
Oh, come on, Perry. I'm just like, wait, hyping about. I'm still like gushing over Perry, and then kind of catch eye of Shin and like, why the fuck are you here? Like, aren't you that prick who like
He's
tried
our
something
witness.
really mean to us? A witness for what? What did you guys do?
I apologize. I wasn't aware that I'd been rude to any of you. It wasn't my intention. As I said, I always like to keep an air of decorum and professionalism. It's how I was brought up.
I mean, we were as the help, and you seem to treat them not the best.
Well, I mean, we have servants and we pay them. This is part of their job.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you can treat them like shit. They're human beings.
I never treat them in that sort of way. I mean, I'd make sure that. I mean, they carry out work for me, and we'd pay them for it. That was always the agreement, I believe.
Why is he here? Like,
Look, he stood up to Banner for us.
Maybe I should go. I
No.
may have overstepped my
You're
boundaries.
staying. It's
No,
fine.
you're staying. A drill would not run away. You are a drill, Shin.
I am a drill. You're right.
Taka,
is a drill?
why are you
What
talking
the
about
hell
drill?
is going
And
on?
why are you holding a banana?
The banana's going to be very
Quiyue
important
aside,
later.
and
Trust
just-
me.
I'm gonna just explain to Quiyue why we're keeping him here. Sidebar.
Quiyue and Kova, or just Quiyue? Is Kova just going to be left in the dark?
Yeah, we can talk. I'll tell both of you.
Oh, okay. Well, now we're all caught up.
Yeah, I'm hoping I won't have to use this banana. So hopefully Shin, being the drill that he is, will pierce the unbreakable wall.
You guys can't throw Kara under the bus like that. Or under the ostrich wagon thing like that.
No, we were gonna stage it.
We
We were gonna pretend, and then have her pretend to leave. And once we get the signature, she can come back.
What
So, I
what
think-
signature are you talking about?
You do
Yeah.
realise Bano's not that dumb. As much as a dick of the.
Well, he
is,
can't take his
he
signature
is-
back once he gives it to us.
But wait,
We
am I
don't
right in
need Bano's signature, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Am I right in
We
thinking
got-
that either we get a confession or we get the signature from him? Like, we can have
No,
one of the two.
We don't need Bano's signature. We need the dean
Yeah, but we could get the dean's signature by getting a confession or a witness.
And also,
or we
Bano
could
is
get-
royalty.
Shin is our witness to
or
get the
we could
dean's
get
signature.
Bano's signature.
I know you've got history with Bano, but stop trying to like derail our campaign just because you had a bit of a thing for him and he rejected you.
Oof.
Oh.
What? No, haven't we got 2 signatures already?
Everyone feels the air go cold at that moment as the atmosphere drops. Kova, you feel a tightening in your chest at that moment. And then it passes, and then the moment passes, and everyone moves on.
Okay, wait. So sidebar with the whole team, except like Laoban can stay with Shin if she wants, and then
We've got 2 signatures. We just need one
Yes.
last one, right?
so we need one last signature either from the dean or from Bano because he's
Right.
royalty.
Shin is right there.
So yeah, if we
We-
can get Shin to
Yes, I'm here, yes.
We cannot betray Kara like that. Like she
Well, we wouldn't betray
she
her.
literally said to us this morning that we're her only friends and she doesn't want us to leave the university.
well, I
And,
do
like,
have an idea.
This is her life. We can't make her leave the university
We
just
would.
on the off chance that this dickhead might give us a freaking signature.
Well, we're not gonna make her leave. We're gonna make her
Don't
pretend
worry,
to leave.
We're not gonna do anything bad to Kara. However, I do have an idea if that's the route that we're gonna go, or we can try and get Shin to,
I recommend
be
let
with
Shin
us,
be a drill first. If that fails, then I'll eat the banana and do what I need to do.
I don't
agree.
believe that betraying your friend Kara would do you any good. At that exact moment, Kara walks into the door.
Taka hides the
Everyone.
banana behind his back.
Sorry, did I think I might have misheard something?
Hey, Kara, you probably didn't mishear. We'll explain everything to you. If
No,
want.
it's fine. It's fine. I understand. Sorry to disturb you.
Come back, we need you for the plan.
I leg it after Kara. I'm not having this. You lot of dickheads trying to get Kara involved in this. Poor girl just wants to be our friend.
I hope she
Well,
didn't see the
one of them
banana and figure out our plan.
Who's going out to chase Kara?
It's like, for once, I actually agree with Kova and I follow. It's like, come on, Perry, you can help.
Oh no. Is this our makeup? Oh, brilliant.
Okay, cool. 1 second.
This is absolutely
No
giving
way.
me H2O just have water farts. Cara, no!
Kara is stood by the wall, and she is hyperventilating.
Oh no!
I just spat water all over my
Cleo!
Don't go near the water.
condensation.
I'm gonna get wet.
Right.
I'm sorry. Carry on.
Back to the seriousness that is breaking down.
Cora,
poor girl.
no. Don't do
Oh
it.
no!
Cora, no. Hey, are you okay?
Yes. I'm perfectly fine. I
Hey,
understand.
The guys went over to the Purpose Bed dorm and confronted Bano. And
Okay.
he basically blackmailed them. Or no, bribed with the last signature that we need. Saying that the agreement was if we humiliated you, that we'd get the last signature we needed. But
Definitely because you kicked him in the balls.
Sora and Taka's plan was to obviously inform you of that and have you leave anyway. But I and Hiwe, and I kind of look at Hiwe slightly and give like a really light smile. The fact that we actually agree on something. We're not letting them do that. We've got the other guy in there, Bano's sub or whatnot. We're gonna get our last signature from the dean, and we're gonna give Bano everything that he deserves, which isn't you being humiliated.
I understand. Look,
He really hates you. That kick to the balls must have definitely broken him.
There wasn't much there to begin with. It's fine.
He has a view of himself. He sees himself as this sort of like alpha of this prestigious dorm, and obviously he comes from a very wealthy family, and he's well regarded by many. And honestly, he's everything that's wrong with that dorm. He's everything that's wrong. And even if whatever you do doesn't bring him down, as it were, if it could at least be a knock to his reputation, that'd be enough. That'd be enough to bring him down a peg or two, I think.
You definitely scare him. He has a massive vendetta against you.
I don't understand why. I'm just trying to make this dorm the best dorm it can be. I just want it to be.
That's why, if I'm honest, he is, as you say, he's everything wrong with the high fleeting society of obnoxious dickheads that run, that have money. They flaunt it to give themselves power, and you are just you're honest, you're hardworking, and you just want to live your best life and learn as much as you can from that. And I think honestly that scares him, because he hasn't got the knowledge that you have, or the talent and the perseverance.
The balls anymore.
Yeah, all them. Metaphorically speaking, of course.
I did hit him very firmly between the legs. That's true.
Yeah.
I know, we saw it. It was great.
It's not something I'm proud of particularly, but it's definitely something that happened.
I'm sure he deserved it.
I mean, yes.
Whether he deserved it or not,
if not
it's
for
not.
you, then for me, selfishly. But yeah.
Okay, I understand. Whatever you do, you all have my support through and through. However I can give it to you.
We won't let anything bad happen to you. If I have to bring my heritage into this, then I will. I'll make sure that it's seen to.
Your heritage.
We'll always make sure you're aware of what we're doing. We're not just going to spring stuff on you. It's not fair. This is your whole livelihood. And as much as we need that signature, we'd much rather you be happy.
I appreciate that. You guys have done so much for me. I appreciate it so much. Thank you.
Of course.
You deserve it. You work so hard.
And you've literally given us a place to stay for the past insert amount of time that we've been here for. Because I have no idea.
You've been here at least a week at this point.
Okay, cool. But yeah, you've been, you've fed us, you've almost clothed us, I guess, by washing our dirty clothes, at least Taka's socks. Jesus Christ, they stink.
They are very pungent, yes.
Yeah, but you've done more than we could have ever asked. Provided us with beds, when we've been camping out in the open.
That's
for the rest of our
that's what I'm trying to promote. I don't education shouldn't be restricted to those that can just afford it. I want people to have the chance to experience this, even if they might not have the coin to pay for it. But that's neither here nor there at the moment. You have business you need to attend to. I've kept you for too long. I'm so sorry.
I'll tell you what. One last thing. When we get to see the Earth King, Quiyue and I will put in a good word for the Platypus Dorm and Ba Sing Se University, and about some of the fees.
It may not be much, but today you did make Taka go to his first ever schooling lesson. He comes from a background where he'd never had the chance to go, so you helped in that regard.
I suppose so. That's certainly something, yes.
Yeah. Do you want to come back in with us? Or?
I have things to attend to. I wouldn't want to get in the way.
Maybe come hear them out, because we all are all your friends, and we don't want to see you hurt. So at least let the other guys explain themselves. I think they owe you that at the least.
Okay, I think I can. Thank you.
Got you.
Damn.
I was really expecting you to ask us to roll a comfort support when we did our massive speeches, and I'm really glad you didn't, because that's very, very wrong. It's too late now. It's too late.
No,
it's happened.
I've said this multiple times before. If I think that something is convincing enough that I, as a DM, are convinced by it, I don't need a
Damn
roll.
Fair.
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah.
You guys.
Fist bump, like if Kara's gonna walk ahead, I'm gonna offer up a little fist bump to Hue.
Kind of flinch, thinking that you're going to hit me again.
You guys enter back into the dorm.
Thought we'd made up. God.
As
So
you walk
betrayal
in,
is one
Taka's
option,
yelling at
certainly.
Shin that your soul is a drill.
Look, I understand, and I'm ready to do what I need to do, if necessary. My reputation is. I mean, I've already hit him in the face, so I suppose my reputation's already in shatters. So this is a lot, certainly a lot. But what is it you'd have me do? What is it you would like me to do?
Is that
Kara,
when we walk
we really
in?
appreciate you being such a good sport. We're not going to let anything bad happen to you, though, and we wouldn't do anything without you wanting to be involved completely, and we wouldn't blindside you at all. We're going to have you involved in it completely if we do go down that route, so don't worry.
Okay, then what route are you going down?
Well, I agree with Taka in that we should try and get Shin to confess to witnessing the event and getting Bano expelled. I think that should be our first route that we try, because we don't
Okay.
want to get you involved if we don't have to. It
You
is
do whatever you need to do.
though.
You do whatever you need to do. Okay, you've all done a lot for me, so I appreciate it.
You've done a lot for us too, and we'd never let anything bad happen to you. Because you're our friend.
Thank you. Yes.
I think we need a group hug.
Yeah?
Sora goes
everyone-
in for the group hug.
Everyone go in for a group hug. Anyone going in for a group hug, roll a comfort and support for me, please.
Oh no.
Team teapot.
Can Perry also go in for a hug? Because I feel like Perry is also bonded with.
Immediately foul mine again.
Well, I'm gonna say I mixed success it, so I'm clearly
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one at the end.
You're on the outside.
Yeah.
You're sort of like laying your arms, your
Oh.
hover-handing around.
You know what? That's fine. It wasn't
That's a
a
lot of
complete
success.
failure.
Again, so Laoban and Kova, you're not really part of the hug. You're sort of like on the outskirts of it. Shin
Taka
is
just wants to
also...
clarify that he does indeed have a banana in his pocket.
Oh, I wasn't. Okay. I appreciate everything you've all done for me. I wish you all the best in whatever it is you do from here. I know you said you were only staying for one more day, so you're
We'll
welcome
definitely
here.
come back to
Whenever.
visit.
I'd appreciate that. I'd like that very much. Thank you. And she goes over and she just goes to sit by the table.
Oh.
Shin has sort of been standing sort of like awkwardly while you're all hugging. She's like, so yes, I understand I will have an active role in this. I'd like to know what it is that you want me to...
Hey, Shin, you see all this? This is what real friendship looks like. This is real camaraderie and trust and loyalty. Not what Bano is. Bano's a dick. Yeah, he was never
No,
your friend.
I understand as such, and honestly, within these social circles...
Do
that
you want to
I'm
get in on this
there's-
hug?
Bring it in.
He's
We
like,
kind of don't
allows
give him a
himself-
choice.
allows himself to be pulled into the sheer gravity of the hug, and before he knows it, he's been like pulled in to this very warm embrace. Everyone roll another comfort and support.
No,
Oh, no.
didn't we roll enough success?
No.
No.
You can all do badly on this one.
Yeah, who
Make
does
me feel
badly.
like shit.
Oh, same.
That makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense though. Huey and Kova. This makes sense because Huey and Kova don't really have anything with him.
Yeah,
Like they
that's
weren't
true.
there through all of that.
That's
So
Fake, clear
thematically
fake.
this works with the rest of them, you know. Did Laoban roll the highest? No, Taka rolled the highest, and he gave that inspirational speech.
Is
That
that,
makes
is
sense.
that drill
That is
speak?
appropriate.
Yeah. Shin
His
can
dumb.
feel his own drill stirring as you.
Oh no.
Anyway, as the embrace breaks off, Shin looks a lot more confident. Yes, so what would you have me do? Do you want me to speak with the dean directly? I can tell him everything that happened. Bano's involvement in the fire. He bragged about it to all of us, so I'm willing to give evidence if it would be helpful to you.
It would be very helpful, just so we know what you're actually telling him. Like, can you go through what happened with us? Was there anyone else involved? How did he do it? Have you got any other
So it was quite straightforward. The problem is it does implicate several other people that I believe were being manipulated by him. I don't think these
the
people
dean will see that. They've been trying to get Bano for a while from the sounds of it. But
So
because
the
he's been protected so much.
So the chemicals he used were stolen from, I believe, from the labs. It was where they a lot of the art students kept their supplies. It was a specific art. It was something that I believe it removes paint blotches and things like that. So he has a close relationship, as do quite a few of the people within the in the dorm, with Coach Shen. I don't know if you're familiar with the man.
Oh yeah.
vaguely?
The man is occasionally cruel, vindictive, and not necessarily the nicest, and also not the smartest of men. He's very easily manipulated. I believe if he had known what this chemical was used for, he would not have done what he did. But regardless, his involvement was clear. He managed to steal these resources, gave them to Bano, and Bano was involved. He had a couple of accomplices, but I don't know who carried out the work under his watch. He made sure to watch, and I believe he was the first one to strike the match, as it were.
Wow, what a dick.
His goal has always been to see the Turtle Duck Dome fall apart at the seams. He has this very traditional view on who should be educated, and I personally do not hold that view. I believe, education should be for those who can afford it, of course, but not limited to that. There should be perhaps charities or something, things of that nature. That's, I'm altruistic like that. I try my best. And I think,
That's better than nothing.
Exactly, we're not all bad. Some of us are awful, but some of us can be, affable.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, I will be happy to do what needs to be done. And if that means standing up before the dean, I'll do it. For I am a drill. And a drill keeps turning and keeps piercing upwards. And through that, I will pierce through this damnable university and reach the heavens.
Blame you, you're gonna drill right through Bano.
I will drill right through him.
I kind of just sideline with Laoban and Sora and be like, since when did he do the therapy sessions? What's been going on? How did this even work? Yeah, why?
I think there's some weird alternate universe where someone threw something and got a successful roll or something.
Ah, fair. That's the only logical explanation.
Yeah.
Don't understand, mate.
All right, gang. Now will you have your witness?
Jazzy.
What are you doing?
We're going to the dean, right?
Yep, I think we are.
The dean.
Okay.
Because when James reveals, it's like midnight.
We'll bring Kara along so she can watch as well. She'll like this.
One more night.
Yeah, I
And you
feel
all
like
go to
Kara
bed.
should also
Leave it
be
at this.
involved.
Okay. Let's just cut straight to the Dean's office. We don't need to have you all marching there.
Unless an imminent attack on Sora's life was to happen.
Oh my god.
I mean, I do love
Again.
those. They are my favourite thing to do, obviously. But no,
it's,
not
the
this.
it's the cake poo-poo art.
Poo-poo. As you arrive, the Dean is sat in his desk with a very full glass of wine. Yes, hello?
We've got your witness.
My what now?
For taking
Oh.
down Bano.
Oh, yes, that, please. And he gestures for you to walk in, shuts the door, and pulls the latch over. Now, as I said, we were not to act on anything unless we were given hard evidence. What do you have?
We have a witness.
Key witness.
Yes, yes. I have information on Bano and the things he has done, and I wanted to go through with those with you. Indeed. Go ahead. He then proceeds to stutter and shake his way through his explanation, and he explains, how the chemicals were sourced. He even mentions Coach Shen's name, to which the Dean furrows his brow and strokes his beard thoughtfully. As he finishes, there is a sort of tense atmosphere in the air as the Dean looks to each of you. Well, you certainly have all been hard at work, haven't you? Bano is a interesting case. His father donates a lot of money to this university. What he has done will definitely be acknowledged. However, there is little I can do to punish him. I hate to admit it, but I hold very little power, especially in these cases. However, if word were to get out about this, and he looks over to you, to each of you, rumours can be spread very quickly, and that can certainly affect one's reputation, much more than a swift, chastising comment from a teacher. But I appreciate what you have done for me today. What is it that you wanted in return?
We wanted a signature of recommendation to see the king.
Oh, indeed, yes, I remember now.
Yeah.
He begins to, he pulls out a large piece of paper and gets a very ornate-looking pen and begins scribbling some things down. And he pauses for a moment and looks at you specifically, Sora. You seem very passionate about meeting His Highness. What is it that drives you?
The will to do what's right and make the world a better place.
Very
I think she just wants to hit
altruistic.
the kid.
Taka.
I will warn you now, regardless of what you may think of his actions and his role in society, he is still the king. And any actions you take against His Highness could have a very grave effect upon both yourself and the people you care about. Do not take His Highness for granted. He is young, and his actions may be less than pleasant at times. But he is a man of great power.
But he's like 14.
He's 12, but yes, the point still stands.
Isn't
Or
he
new
just
thing
being
every year
puppeted?
They would let
anyway?
their 12 and 14-year-old kids
Just-
travel the world and become
Just-
king. God.
Let me, I'm just that's just a brief warning to you. I'm not here to lecture. I don't do that anymore. And he continues to scribble down, and then swiftly does a very cursive signature, underlines it, rolls it up, puts a band around it, and presses a wax seal into it. That should serve. Are you seeing His Highness today? It is coming to late evening, so I imagine he'd probably be having a nap of some sort.
I think we'd leave it
We'll
till
probably
tomorrow.
wait. It's getting late.
We've got some rumours to spread.
Indeed.
Taka's gonna
Of
eat his
course.
banana because he doesn't need it anymore.
Fucking hell.
I don't know what your plan with that banana was, and it worries me immensely.
He was
don't
gonna
need
play
to know.
Mario Kart. I'm convinced
Yeah,
it was
just,
gonna be
just ignore Taka. He's
He
a
was just
special
hungry.
one.
Well, I won't keep you any longer. He looks at his half-empty glass of wine and fills it up to the brim. Please, don't let me detain you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
just a-
Enjoy your wine. Have a good evening. We'll be out
Oh, I
here.
will. And he goes and unlatches the door and lets you out. So where are you guys heading now?
Back to the dome.
The doorman
Yeah.
have a good night's rest, I think.
Taka's gonna drop the banana peel outside the dean's office.
No. Zora's gonna pick it
no.
back up.
Thank you.
I think we should tell Kara the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
She
you
can help
guys.
us spread the rumours.
She might have some details. Some juicy
Tara has
shit.
the ability to be running this place.
Doesn't
so-
she work in the library?
Mhm.
Yeah.
She could slip.
She knows
like,
a lot of people.
rumor notes. in
Okay,
the,
so you guys arrive back at the Turtle Duck Dome. Shin in tow.
Shin and toe.
Fucking hell.
Was that on purpose?
No, not. We'll pretend it was. We'll pretend it was a
Okay,
moment of
cool, yeah.
genius.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. That really got me. Sorry. Okay.
You guys all okay?
Oh, Shin and toe.
Come on, guys. We're near the end of the session. We can make it. Come on.
I'm sorry. Okay.
We can make it. We can make it. Get everyone in bed. We've got a post-credit sequence to do.
Okay, sorry. Go on. Yeah. Hi,
Okay.
Tara. We've got Shin and toe.
How did it go? You seem to be in good spirits.
Oh. Who's closest with Kara that could explain this to her in the best way?
Here we can. I can't really go in that.
Closest with Kara.
Arguably,
Taka.
Taka.
Yeah, probably
yeah.
Taka.
Taka,
They
why
had
don't
a-
you explain to Kara what's
So
They-
Kara,
they-
we're
they've
gonna
had
we've snitched to the dean. It all
Oh,
went well.
okay, good.
Yeah, we're gonna spread some rumors about Bano.
Right, okay. What sort of rumors?
Anything.
I'm gonna say you slipped on a banana peel.
It's just the truth.
I can tell you guys a few real ones if you want.
Wait, why
Everyone-
Shin and Shin
Kara
and
looks
Kara like
at
work
you.
together to spread the word about what Bano's been doing? 'Cause
Oh,
That he was behind the fire and everything.
Yes, I could definitely.
Also, be sure to tell everyone that
Yeah.
you saw Bano slip on a banana
No.
peel.
I don't know if I could return to the platypus dome just yet. Given the circumstances, I was escorted by security. I don't know if they'll let me back in tonight.
Well, Shin, you're always welcome here in the Turtle Duck Dome. So why don't you just make yourself at home here? And
You know it's not what you're used to, but the people here are actually very lovely and accommodating. Even for
No, that
you.
sounds very. I suppose that sounds agreeable. Yes. Where is your bar?
we don't have a bar. But
You don't have a bar?
I mean, some of the students sneak in alcohol sometimes.
Where's your swimming pool?
We
There's
have
a pond outside.
water wells in the shared bathrooms.
Oh. Okay, no, that's lovely. Which apartment will be mine?
You can
We'll
share a
share
door with
her.
us.
Sharing, as in.
You do get your own bed though. That's a step up from what we guys are used to.
Right, okay.
If you want one, and you could share if you wanted to.
Oh, okay, interesting.
I love
Well,
how everyone just skipped out on the fact that Kova wanted to tell rumors about Vano's.
I think everyone was just willfully ignorant of it. Well, as they say, when in the air temple, do as the airbenders do, and he unbuttons his jacket and untucks his shirt and makes him and physically just tries to make himself look more scruffy. You see, I am just like you now. What do you think,
Yeah.
Lady Laoban? Am I ruggedly handsome?
I mean, we can rough you up a little bit more if you like.
Lady Laoban, you can rough me up however you like.
On that note, I'm off to bed. Bye, guys. Go on, Perry.
Sora will just explain to Kara that, like, you know, we're gonna be doing our thing tomorrow, going to meet the king and everything.
Okay.
And meanwhile, you know, here this is Shin. He knows a bunch of stories that are very damaging to certain people's reputations. You have the means to get those stories out there to a bunch of students.
I mean,
So,
too, yeah.
you know, while we're not here, I mean, we can, you know, work together in this to.
We can operate from
damage
our side
certain people's
while you're doing
reputations.
what you're doing. No, certainly.
Exactly.
Sounds more than agreeable. Thank you.
You,
Thank you all so much. This is incredible. This is.
I mean, you're really great, and you could really, like, you could run this whole school if you wanted to. Yeah, you could
Wow.
easily
Maybe one day.
be in
Nice.
charge of everything. And I think this would be the first step to all of that, because you know you don't know how great you are.
The first step, definitely destroying a student.
I mean, it is, because he's probably what's holding her back to an extent.
No, I agree. Definitely, we need to absolutely fucking annihilate him.
Destroy him.
Oh, mate.
That's the spirit. You're a drill too, Kara.
I am. I don't know what that is, but thank you. I think.
It's like one of those tools that the engineering students use that has like a spiral pattern on it. And when you turn it, it rotates and it goes forward inch by inch through any solid object.
So you think I'm like a mechanical tool?
What
Yeah.
he's trying to say is that you're great, and you've got this.
Oh, great. Fantastic.
You're also a fantastic artist. I love your work.
Oh. And you can see her face go a very red shade of scarlet as she blushes.
You guys should see her
immensely.
work. It's fantastic.
We don't need to talk. That's fine. I'm
You're so good at shading.
I'm gonna thank you all so much. And she rushes off to the room and
And the amount of
buries
detail
her.
she puts in the anatomy of her work as well.
I'm sure when we get back and visit sometime, she can show us. But for now, we should get to bed. And
Yes. Where is
we've got
the
a big day ahead of us.
where do all people
knackered.
wine?
Wine.
A glass of wine before bed? No, is that not?
We do have
How
orange juice.
I'm
Oh.
sure I could ferment some grapes.
Never mind. You do live such quaint lives here. Yes,
Hey, there's a spare bed next to Laoban's bed. You could take that one.
there is. I would, if that is okay with you, Lady Laoban.
You are more than welcome to sleep by myself.
Okay.
Just not in the same bed.
No, of course, no. No. I'm a man of principle. I would not do such a thing.
Always
The,
the gentleman.
Of course.
Anyway, you've left Perry behind.
I can't
Again.
move him.
Can you not? Oh,
No,
my bad.
I tried.
Looks like those classes never paid off then.
Sorry. Yeah.
Tried really hard in those classes.
There you go. You can control him again now.
Thanks.
Awesome. Okay, so everyone heads off to bed as you all drift into fairly comfortable sleep.
Kova's fucking knackered. 2 days without sleep.
You're being smothered by Zhao. You can't breathe them on your face.
It's fine. There you go. It's on my feet.
No cat now.
But the question is, do we clear our fatigue?
You will in the morning, yeah. You'll clear your
Oh,
fatigue.
God.
Right. Meanwhile.
Yay.
Oh.
Let's go.
A quiet apartment in the middle of the night. A young lady stands alone, staring somewhat blankly ahead. As the door slowly creaks open. As Varric steps into his apartment, he kicks his shoes off and stretches out his back. Sheila, do the thing. Sheila walks over and removes his jacket for him and hangs it open on the side of the wall. I think I'm just going to turn in tonight, Sheila. It's been a very long day. Gestures over to his shoes, which Sheila picks up and immediately starts cleaning. Varric walks on into his room. Which is it currently dark? Can you guys see it?
It's dark. It's got a square over it.
Reveal his room. And sitting on his bed. It's been quite a while, young Varric. Do I know you? Well, I suppose age and the years haven't been so kind on me as they apparently have to you. Is that Haruki? I hope you don't mind my intrusion. Darling Sheila let me in. She's quite the capable young lady. Well, yes, I wasn't expecting you to, Why are you on my bed? Well, I thought, maybe it would kickstart something again. I never had any, I'm only joking with you. You were never my type, too scrawny. Anyway, please, have a seat next to me. I think I prefer to stand, actually. Really? You wouldn't want to sit next to a lovely maiden like myself? We both know you are far from a maiden. Quite, yes. Please sit down. And Varric walks over somewhat hesitantly and sits down next to Haruki. So you've met with her as well? Met with who? You know exactly who I'm talking about. That young lady, she has something about her, doesn't she? Well, I suppose she has a lot of her father in her, that's for sure. Yes. Regrettable as it may be, she does. There's no regret there. He was a noble man. I saw him, and I believe you did too. Him? I don't know. You know exactly who I'm talking about, Varric. You saw Kibo as well, didn't you? He came here. He incapacitated Sheila, and he said a lot of things to me. I'm sure he did. He's not the man he once was, though, is he? You can see it in his eyes. I don't know what he has planned, but we need to make sure that we are ready for it. Well, I'm prepared to do what I need to do. Of course you are, Varric. You're always prepared, aren't you? But we, ourselves, are not capable of stopping it. But there may be some that are. In time, as it were. We don't want history to repeat itself, do we? No, of course, no. If the world burns, then all within it will burn. Yes, I don't think he'd do anything so rash. He is capable of doing very much, as we both know. And without him to stop it, I'm sorry. I grow weary. And she holds her temple as her body goes visibly shaking. You have the memories too, don't you? Well, mine are further back than yours, but yes. They still kick in, and when they do, I'm not in control anymore. And when I saw him, even from a distance, I felt it. I remembered, I knew. That day. I can control fire far better than, well, probably anyone else I know. But that is a flame that I cannot extinguish. She wipes sweat from her brow on a silken handkerchief, and then gently tucks it into Varric's lapel. It was nice seeing you again, Varric. You are still very young and handsome, so congratulations. She taps his cheek and then makes her way out of the door. As she does, she hesitates for a moment. You spent some time with Laoban, correct? Well, yes, I spent a bit of time traveling with her. That turtle duck on her shoulder. Yes, the turtle duck, yes. It can apparently speak. Yes. I noticed that too. Was the voice familiar to you at all? Not. Varric furrows his brow in consideration. It's been a while, so maybe memories all blend together. It gets very hazy, so... Don't think too much on it. I have some other things I need to attend to. Please, look after yourself. Yes, you too. Haruki steps out and walks past Sheila. Sheila, do the thing! Sheila puts her shoes on for her, as Haruki gives her a little tap on the shoulder. Much obliged. And she walks on out of the door. And that is where we will leave today's session.
God!
Oh, shit.
Malcolm's voice is familiar. What?
Laoban has a dad. This is a lot.
Oh shit, son.
Oh my god.
So I'm presuming this is going to be our last session, like before New Year as well.
It is,
Yep.
yeah. Back in January.
They're probably going to have a couple of weeks off for you to digest that.
Yeah, I was going to say, damn.
and for me to make more maps.
Every time Laoban gets something about her past, we then go on break for like 2-3 weeks, so nothing can be done about it.
Well, you guys don't know. That's the thing. It's just little stingers for the audience, just drip feeding plot here and there.
Stingers for them, holy shit! I've got whiplash.
All right, cool. We'll end the stream right here then on that cliffhanger.
Da, da, da.